Contratista. I'm Heidi Ellsworth, and it has been so great here. You can just see the energy and all the people. And so I walked over to our friends at Roofle. I grabbed Justice and said, hey, come and do an interview with us. You've already done it in Spanish.
Yep.
Yeah, and so you can watch him twice. How lucky are you? So I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here. Really, thank you for the time and thank you for the opportunity. It's exciting to see that two companies that don't come from the Latin community here and making the effort. I was so thrilled to see that Roofers Coffee Shop was here and making the effort to show up for this community and make your resources available the same way that Roofle's doing. It's a new step for us, and it's really awesome to see that we're not the only ones here doing it. There's lots of others, Roofers Coffee Shop being among them.
You know, it's important. This is our community. You know, we are all one, and to bring us together and to celebrate all the different cultures within roofing is so fun. So let's start. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about Roofle.
Yeah. So I'm Justice. I work with Roofle Technologies. We are a tech company offering instant quotes to roofers. So you can put in an address and immediately get the tear-off squares and the price to replace that roof based on your pricing, your products, and all that good stuff. Additionally, we offer financing services built into that, and I help with customer success. I help train customers, help make sure that everything is working. I train on financing, and I support the Latino community.
So let's talk about that, because I mean, technology is, as we know, is the future, right? We have to have it. We're changing. People are going to start buying their roofs online. I mean, we know it's going to happen.
They've been doing it.
They've been doing it. So for you to be able to offer that kind of technology, that kind of progressiveness to the Latino community and bilingual training, how important has that been to Roofle, and really what do you see as the future?
Oh, it's becoming more and more important every day, and it's something that we're taking very seriously, because our mentality has always been to bridge the gap between contractors and consumers. Yeah. And such a vital part of that is so much of the construction community is made up by Latinos.
Yes.
And it is irresponsible of us to leave that community behind, or to not do our absolute best to present ourselves to this community and be here as part of it, offer our services, make sure that we're available, and make sure that we are, again, bridging that gap between every contractor and every consumer. If you're here in this country, we're happy about it, and we want to make sure that you have the resources you need.
Yes, that is it, 100%. Oh my gosh. And I have to tell you, this week, Roofers Coffee Shop, we launched, we've had Spanish on our site for years, and we've had it under our community because we are one community. But this week we launched En Español in our top navigation. So when anybody goes to Roofers Coffee Shop, right there immediately they can get to
that is huge,
a site that's completely in Spanish.
That is huge.
They can translate up at the top. We all know that. But so that's the part that I get really excited about, is that when we're bringing all this together and really. I sometimes, well, I'll say it, I feel like as an industry and all of us, we're catching up, but we're doing it rapidly. And that's on both technology and culturally.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something that, again, I'm serious. I was so thrilled to see that you guys were here, that we're here. It's just such an important part of what we're doing in the construction community, to also be here and show up for the Latin community. It's awesome.
And you know, this month is Hispanic Heritage Month. And we've been celebrating on the coffee shop. You know, the industry as a whole has been celebrating. How important is it for us, not just with the Latino community, but with all of our communities throughout the year, that we celebrate that diversity and inclusiveness? Oh,
I mean, it's built right into the fabric of this country. The United States is a melting pot where everybody is from everywhere. You know, you don't find anyone here who's not a mixture, and that's the beautiful thing about this country, is that you can go to New York City, and in a couple blocks you can cross the entire world.
Yeah,
you can hear every single language, you can get every kind of food. That's what the U.S. is about. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's why we celebrate and we build on everything that shows up. So the more that we can mix together, the more that we can welcome and open our doors and arms to everybody showing up, the
I
better.
love it. That's so true. Okay, for the roofing contractors out there, both in English and in Spanish, who are looking to really take their business, their website to that next level of online estimating, online quotes, and online buying, what's some of your advice to the contractors? How do they get started with Roofle?
Yeah, to get started with Roofle, you can find us anywhere on the internet. Roofle is Roofle. We got to spell that out sometimes.
Yeah.
You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook. Just Google us, or roofle.com is probably the easiest way to get there. You can start learning kind of what we do, a little bit more about what it is, book a demo with our sales team. In 15 or 20 minutes, we can show you exactly what it is that we do and see if it's the right move for your business.
Yeah.
But beyond that, to stay up to date, to stay on the front lines of kind of what the modern consumer is looking for, you've got to be on the internet. That's the biggest, that's probably the biggest piece of advice. You got to be on the internet. You got to be on Facebook. You got to be on social media. You have to have a website, and you got to make sure it's available to people, because everybody is on their cell phone doing everything. They're looking for a car on their phone. They're looking for their next restaurant on their phone. They're purchasing flights on their phone.
Yeah.
You gotta be on their phone.
You've got to be there. You need to have that website. It needs to be mobile, enhanced, and put it out there. You know what? This combination of technology and culture, wow, it's kind of made my day. I love it.
Exactly. It's made my entire weekend.
I know. I love it. Well, thank you so much. Good luck today, and enjoy the music. It's kind of fun here.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's a real pleasure, and again, just a real joy to see you guys out here supporting the community as well.
Same back at you. Thank you for being here. I was so happy. And thank you all for being with us on this journey. This is really fun, and we will be getting some footage from around the show floor, plus a lot more interviews. So stay tuned.